Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana reacted to the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level here, one of our key support levels a few days ago. And well, that was from Friday, and we've since then seen a bit of an increase there, especially on the 10-minute chart. We could be dealing with a bit of a diagonal pattern or even an impulse that's unfolding. So yes, we had a deep pullback in this yellow B wave. As you might remember from previous videos, we're tracking two scenarios here on the Solana chart, but they are both bullish. One allows for a little bit of a deeper pullback into the lower main support area, while the first one, the one that seems to be leading right now because it was never invalidated and support never broke, that's the yellow count, and we could see here a direct surge to the upside as long as the Friday low is holding. I already posted that we had seen a small 5-wave move to the upside from that low. I posted that on Friday on Twitter, on the X network. If you're not following us there yet, then feel free to do that. You can find a link in the description. Just make sure that you only follow our official account, and please be aware we would never contact you directly on social media. There are scammers, impersonators, we get them banned regularly, but they reappear. All we can do is minimize the damage, but we warn in every video from these scammers. But anyway, the idea is that, that was the post from Friday. Posted a screenshot that was on the day where a few people were scared because we had a deep pullback. So I thought I'll put that out there for everybody to see. These are also sort of the updates that you get as a gold member, but you get many more for different coins and so on. But I mentioned that today's decline obviously pushed the price to that 78.6 Fib level. However, the yellow count remains active, especially with the possibility of a micro 5-wave move to the upside, from the low. So we had a bit of a low there in the B wave, and we saw on the micro level 5 waves up, the start of basically wave C in the 5th wave, and that the yellow count remains a credible prospect, so something at least that we can follow, as long as the Friday's low point isn't breached to the downside, okay? And that did hold, that Friday low. So whenever there is something like that, and you want to trade that potential, you could just set a stop below the swing low, okay? And we now see further upside development from there. So let me first of all tell you about the two structures that we've been tracking, and then we can talk about the micro pattern. So overall context is that we are in a 5th wave because the 4th wave bottomed on the 23rd of January. 5th wave to the upside is unfolding. Could take us to $225 plus next. 237 and 268 are then the next resistance levels. And in this 5th wave, we have a 5-wave move, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, then a wave 4 pullback and a 5th wave to the upside to come. And in that 5th wave, we're dealing, we might have started the 5th wave, right? So that's the idea, that in the larger 5th wave, we have 5 waves. And in one scenario, and that's the yellow count, the 4th wave of that 5th wave bottomed on the 20th of March. I did say I follow that primarily. It might change, but both counts are very close together anyway. They are very similar. They're just different pathways of the same scenario. Different variants, you could say, of the same scenario. And in this scenario, in the yellow count, we had a rally in an A wave to the 1st of April top, where we had a top at $204 and then a B wave pullback, which bottomed here around 169, and a C wave rally from there. ABC structure in wave, and the C wave obviously basically could be unfolding right now. I did say that the yellow count remains basically a credible outlook and at least reasonable interpretation, as long as that Friday low is holding, and it's holding at the moment, okay? But a break below that Friday low would involve a break of micro support as well. The upper support area, we would break below it, and that would send the price into the white count. So I will in a minute talk further about the yellow count, but we have to zoom in for that. If we break below the Friday low, then it's likely the white count as a W, X, Y structure, in which we're now in the Y wave as well. And one more low could send us down to 157, which is also at the same time the 100% extension level of wave W, so a key target for wave Y. But that's only preferred as soon as we see further strong weakness on the chart, and as soon as we see a break below the Friday low. Until then, the chart, or the yellow count you could say, follows more Elliott wave guidelines. So we're focusing on the yellow count, and I never gave up on that one. So here the idea is that we could have seen a 1-2 setup. This here could now be a third wave, which should minimally reach $186.21. First ideal target is 187.70. Normally I want the third wave to reach the 1.38 extension. So if it doesn't get there, but instead gets rejected below, yeah, especially for a more bearish interpretation, the next resistance is 183.80. That's the next micro resistance. If we get rejected there, then it was just an ABC structure. But ideally it pushes higher. If it gets to 187.70, we can add a support level for wave 4. And then the wave 5 should take us to $190 plus, possibly higher, right? But I want to see minimally 5 waves to the 1.618 extension there. And that could be wave 1 of the larger C wave here. Okay, that's sort of what I'm tracking now. And yeah, that also tells us, so basically, obviously wave C would be a 5-wave move. This 5-wave move could be wave 1 of that C wave. Then we could get a wave 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how we can get to $225 plus. Now, if you watch closely here, obviously we already have an earlier invalidation point. So not necessarily the Friday low, but this structure will already get challenged with a break below that wave 2 low, the 6th of April low, at $173.90. So if that level breaks, well, this immediate move to the upside will definitely get invalidated as it is. So that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.